Alright, so this is the last one. My lens needs cleaning. Hey guys, so this is my hotbed. The reason that I have hotbeds and I have a row garden is that these hotbeds are full of compost and rotting wood and worms. They're just big compost piles, and by planting my first crops into them, it means that they have bottom heat. So what I'm going to do today is take the covers off. Because it's raining, it's not freezing. You can see there's my strawberries. Okay, so I have radishes and other things planted in there with the strawberries. The reason is there's a lot of nutrition in this bed, and they just do better when they're really crowded. So the reason that I have the chicken wire on top, you can see it like that. The reason for that is so that the cats and the chickens can't get in and scratch the seed out or poop in it. And all you have to do is just lay a little bit of chicken wire. We also use bird netting. The strawberries have bird netting. I've had this on this particular bed because it's my sensitive plants. And I need to lift it up so they can get this low light sun. It's really good for them. They've been planted for 3 days. And now what they need is a little bit of moisture, a little bit of air. I have basil and just a lot of things planted in here. The milk jugs keep the frost cloth from squishing things, and they give them an extra layer of protection at night, so when it freezes at night they have the jug plus the frost cloth. I have this cow panel on here as an experiment. If I want to turn this into a greenhouse, I need 2 of them here, but right now I'm using it as a trellis and as a frame for the shade cloth. So I've been waiting about a week to put the rest of my transplants in, and I've put in a couple, but it's been really, really bright. And it's even brighter here on the south side of the house because our house is white and it reflects down onto the garden, but also we deep mulch. We don't have grass, and so the light gets reflected up from the straw, it gets reflected from the house, and it's intense. So this is the perfect weather for transplanting, and I want to kind of cover things up a little bit even so, but I've run out of milk jugs. All right, so some of these are protected with the milk jugs. For one thing, to hold the fabric up. I didn't have enough of the short wires to protect everybody. So there's my dumb rooster. Guys, I wanted to show you some simple greenhouse options. I do have a big greenhouse, but It's a long way from the house, and I find that if when I'm planting things out, I keep it close and simple and easy, I'm more likely to be successful. So these are my shop lights. They have a cool white and a warm white bulb in them. That's what each of them have. Another thing that you can do is you can just set your plants out in a place that's sheltered so that they're not getting wind. Even if they need to be in their little cells and come in at night, having them out in good sunlight during the day will actually be better for them than having them under grow lights. All right, there's all the starts. You just need a spot where your chickens can't get into it, and it needs to be out of the wind. We're gonna have to watch them and see if it's too much sunlight. This saves you money, and the plants actually like it a lot better than being under a grow light. What are you doing?
Boo!
What are you doing? What are you doing? Where's Mama? All right, these are strawberries, radishes, onions, and clover. And what we're doing is picking out all the radishes to feed to the rabbits. This is kohlrabi, radishes, different kinds of radishes, peas, and some Chinese greens. And then this is some potatoes, lettuce, basil, cabbages, not gooseberry, what are they called? Ground cherries, Swiss chard. We got all sorts of things in this one. Most of them, these all started from seedlings that I planted in the house. So this one is a little bit different. I don't know. Go ahead.
So this is our greenhouse. We just barely brought out the plants right here on the table. And then that box right there we transplanted and then brought out. This one right here was a fig, but it's really important that if you do have a hot weather plant in medium or cold weather, then you always have to cover it up. This was doing really good until one night we didn't know it was going to freeze and it froze and it wasn't covered. So we're still watering it just in case it will come back from the root. These are a couple of our peas. They're not as big as our other ones yet. I'm not sure what this one is.
Swiss chard.
Okay. And I don't remember what. These two are my granny's, and I don't know what one she put in here.
That one is some kind of squash, or it's a cucumber maybe. But she's also got beets in there, and some lettuce and some carrots.
Yeah. And this is my big pea one. They're crawling out.
So we need to probably start feeding those to the rabbits, huh?
Yeah. And we have some clover in here, along with some other peas. And comfrey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, comfrey.
And Swiss chard.
Yeah. And we have radishes in here, couple peas, an onion or two, or is it, I think it's onion, and I don't know what the rest of what's in here.
Those are oriental greens. These are kind of like a broccoli. Those could be pulled and we could have those in stir fry.
Okay. And there's the same things in here. And got some more, we have some more radishes in here. Some onion, I think they're dancing onions, or is it walking onions?
Walking onions.
Okay. Walking onions right here. That's stinging nettle.
Which you can eat.
Can you eat that?
Mm-hmm. Looks like we need to be doing a lot more harvesting than we are. There's a lot in here we should probably have for dinner.
Yeah.
So, who is the one that takes care of this greenhouse?
I do.
Huh?
I do.
100%, huh?
Yeah.
You planted it, you harvest it, you water it, you fertilize
Mom
it.
helped me on some of the planting, like on the peas, but
But after that, you just kind of took over, huh?
yeah.
So, do you like gardening so far?
Have I ever not?
Well, this is the first one you've done all by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I like all of these. I still think my very favorite to ever plant is still beans. And we don't have any. Well, we might have we
They've
have a
come
couple of beans in there.
The ones in the
But-
front just came up.
Yeah.
So, like, share, and subscribe.
Yep.